What's going on, fishing buddies? Welcome back to the channel. Today is an awesome day. I'm pre-packing the kayak for a 5-day, 4-night kayak fishing camping excursion that I'm going on with a couple buddies, St. George Island, Florida. We did this last year. It was awesome. We only did like 3 days last year, so we're extending it this year, and I cannot wait. I got a new yak this year. The one I had last year, I've gotten rid of. I've upgraded to the Old Town PDL Sportsman 106. I've done a couple reviews on this, and I'm going to do a review on how I'm going to pack this bad boy and be able to transport everything out to this island, which is about 1.5 miles pedal, once I get everything loaded, to not have to come off that island for 5 nights. Let's get it out there. As you can see, I've carefully planned out all my gear. I've got it all laid out here. And now I'm going to have to get it into the Old Town comfortably, be able to maneuver the Old Town, be able to pedal it out there and keep everything on board. So I've done this once. I've done a little pre-packing before this video, and I think I've got it worked out. So I want to show you guys how I'm going to do this. In case you ever want to do this, you have some sort of reference. We're going to get everything I just showed you onto this yak, and it'll still be functionable. So I'm going to start from the beginning. Here I just have my plastics as part of my tackle. Everything I'm about to show you is going to go into a backpack to transport to the launch. But once I get to the launch, I'm going to unpack that backpack and put everything on here that you see here on the yak where it goes. I have my dry box for like my cell phone. I have my rod holder. This is like my little emergency kit. I got some flares, some tools, a whistle, things like that in there. I got my towel. I got my measuring stick, bait knife, long pliers, fish grips, scissors, regular hook removers, 2 tackle boxes, some leader, a couple popping corks. I found this guy. I want to throw him around in the Gulf. And this is just another little GoPro mount. All this will go into a bag to transport to the launch. Like I said, once I get to the launch, I will unload that bag and put everything here on the kayak where I keep it. This is just my normal stuff I usually keep on the kayak. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do that. And this bag here is my clothes. This is all I'm taking. I got a couple pairs of shorts in there, a couple pair of like fishing kind of material pants, 1 sweatshirt, some gloves, some extra towels, a face mask. I got 1 pair of socks for at night. When I'm sleeping, the mosquitoes and things are pretty bad. So I always keep a pair of socks with me. And a couple shirts. That's it. I packed this as light as possible for the clothes. 1 little bag. Let's get into the food. So these are empty now, but these are 5 containers that I'll prep meals. And I'll have 5 different meals in here. 2 bowls, 1 cup, universal cup for everything. I got a couple things of spices here. This is cooking oil that I've transferred into this glass jar with a nice tight lid. Got some wipes. I go with a non-scented, seems more rugged. Hand sanitizer, a pot for boiling water, making oatmeal, whatever. And then in these bags, I've taken some dried food out of their boxes and put them in these little zip bags because they're easier to pack. Peanuts, some wheat thins, some crackers, some cereal bars. Same thing I've done here. These are like little ice cream containers. This is oatmeal. This is granola. Another thing of granola. And I'm going instant coffee this year. Last year, I brought the coffee maker and I was making coffee and it was eating up my morning. Things aren't as quick as they are at the house. So I was making this coffee. It was eating up a lot of time. I felt like I was missing ample fishing opportunity. So this year, I'm just going instant coffee. 3 propane tanks. Well, this one is about half full. I got 2 full ones. And I have this little, very simple little camp stove here. 1 skillet. That's it. That's as far as my food. I will be taking a fillet knife and a cutting board for the catch and cook. Frying up. As you can see, this is definitely my miscellaneous bag. This is I think my sander. No, my jigsaw. My jigsaw came in here. And this is a cool little bag. I use it. This is all the little miscellaneous stuff. My bug spray, deodorant, soap, sunblock, soap for washing dishes, a knife sharpener, can opener, another little knife, some spoons, toothbrush, lighter, a cooking spoon, just little things like that that you know you're going to use. I try to keep it all. These are some more sturdy pegs to hold my tent down. That fits nice. It's all packed up in one spot, so I'm not searching around for it. Let's get into the sleeping. I always bring a mallet just to knock down my pegs for the tent. I don't know how hard the ground's actually going to be, so I bring that. A couple extra bungees. Sleeping bag. I bring a full-size pillow of trial and error using little camping pillows. When you're out there, the sleep's not great anyway. I've tried to use these little blow-up camping pillows, and you know, they're nice. They pack super tight. I mean, you can fit them in your pocket basically, but it just wasn't working for me. So I bought basically a cheap pillow. It was like $3, and I'm just going to use it one time. But I definitely feel that's something I'm missing out there. For comfort is a nice size pillow. So I got that. This is my bed. This is my little blow up air mattress. This is my tent I will be sleeping in. This is my little backpack hiking tent. And I'm bringing an extra tent. I'm bringing the extra tent for 2 reasons. 1, I saw that I could fit it on the kayak and get it out there. And 2, last year when we did this, I mean, after the first night, the dew and everything from the morning, the overnight have soaked everything. So basically I'm taking a second tent for a garage. Bait bucket, anchor, landing net, sand spike, life vest, 6-foot cast net, 1 cooler. I got 40 bottles of water and some Gatorades in there. And then some GoPro equipment and my lights. You know, I got my headlamp, some little handhelds, one for my tent, and a solar battery charger. Looks like it's charging right now, just sitting out here. 4 rods. The rods were a hard choice. Do I take this one? Do I not? You know, but I'm going with 4. You know, these 3, this little 6'6" short butt handle here is my main kayak rod. This is one I use to like sit baits, or when I have live bait, I can throw the live bait out the back and just sit it in one of the rod holders in the kayak and just let it do its thing. This is like my 7'6" kind of light, real light action rod I use for trout. And I'm taking my 8-foot rod. I'm taking this one to sit in the sand spike while we're at camp. And we might get into the Gulf of Mexico, and we're running into pompano season. So I got some frisky fin jigs. I got a few of these already rigged up. And if we get into the Gulf, I'm going to jig for some pompano. And here's the yak. This is what everything's going to go on. I don't have anything in this right now. That's a lie. I do have just some baits I'm going to be taking. A bunch of fish bites. I got some knock and tail lures in there. But that's the only thing I have packed. I went ahead and put the pedal drive in it. I've got it in position to where it will be as I'm getting out to the island. So this is going to be actual of what's going on with the packing with me in it, and be able to pedal it out there. The Old Town Sportsman pedal drive 106. It's been a good girl to me. Let's start with the front hatch. Going sleeping bag. Kind of put the bigger sleeping bag in first because I can kind of block off. There's a couple holes to here that you can run rods down. Actually, it's a real nice feature, but I want to kind of block that off. I don't want too many things sliding around in the hole of this thing for me to have to, you know, figure out once I get there I can't find a certain thing. So I'll go ahead and block off these holes. So I'll do that with the sleeping bag. I got my main tent, the one I'll be sleeping in. Kind of pack that to the side. I got my little air mattress. That'll go all the way up there in the nose. Got my pillow wrapped in a trash bag, just in case a little moisture gets in there or something. Dig that down in there. That fits, that packs in there nicely. And as you can see, I still got a lot of room here. So this is when I start packing the water bottles. Like I said, I have 40 water bottles, and I can get them all in here nice. That leaves me room in the cooler to pack my my pre-mixed food and the meals I'm gonna prep. So let me show you how I get that in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just got 6 in there, and we could probably get some more if needed. Let's move to the back hatch underneath the seat. Comes up. Again, a lot of room for error down here because things can slide around down in here. And it's probably gonna happen, but I try to avoid it as much as possible. So I'm just gonna pack a few things that are big enough not to slide. I am gonna put my sand spike down there. And this is gonna slide around, but I feel it's long enough and kind of loud enough to where I can find it pretty easily. My miscellaneous bag. Gonna get him in here, kind of kick it to the side a little bit. 6-foot cast net. Get him down in there. Again, I can kind of push it to the back in here, and it should stay. I can put some waters in here, but again, I'm worried about them sliding around. So I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna save this extra space here. And I know it's there, so if I do have to kind of throw some water bottles there in the end, and just fish them out later when I get to camp, I will, but I'm gonna try to avoid it. Gonna get my camping cooking ware in this little bag here. I got my skillet, my camp stove, my 2 full propanes, and my half tank propane. My Plano dry bag here is what I'm gonna put all my food in. And just work this down in here. This is a really big bag. It opens up. Very happy with the purchase of this. It has come in handy. Be able to get all of this packed down in here and some. My spices, snacks, my cooking pot, some more spices, my bowls, my little coffee mug, my tin foil. As you can see, I still have plenty of room. So at this point, I'm gonna take my towel. I'm gonna bring one towel with me in this glass that I had the cooking oil in, just to protect it a little bit. I'm going to roll that in there. Get this bad boy closed up. Ready to go. This is my regular tackle bag. I use this for surf fishing, kayak fishing. So this is where I'm gonna put all my tackle. Again, all this stuff goes on my kayak as I'm fishing. So when I get to the launch point, I will unload this bag and set everything up on the kayak. So I'll eliminate a bag basically. So all this will get in here. And again, this is just for transport to the launch. Got about a 4.5 hour drive. All this will go right in here. Some rigs. That's good to go. It's my little bank fishing, my little land-based fishing bag I take with me sometimes. I put like one tackle box in it, just some real simple stuff. Shoulder strap. This is a cool little bag when you're just running around the banks. But I'm going to use this for my lighting and my GoPro stuff. So my GoPro, my solar charger, my headlamps, extra batteries, GoPro batteries, another light there, my chest harness here. Get all this in here. Good to go. At this point, this is what I have left. A lot of water, a cooler, life vest, landing net, bait bucket, my garage, anchor, clothes, camp stove, GoPro lighting, all my food, all my tackle, my pre-prep food, and the 4 rods. Now let's get these on the yak in a sensible way that I can still get out to the island. As I was packing, I forgot a crucial item. The chair. on the way out there. I'll have my Yak Attack mount back here, so this rod is actually going to stick in right there. And I still have all this room in here. All these pockets I left underneath my seat empty because that's where I'm going to put the tackle in my tackle bag once I unload it from the truck. All this space is still completely open, which I could, if I wanted, put more stuff here. But I want a nice, comfortable pedal out there. And I got it. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful. This is going to be part 1 of a 5-part series. I'm going to film this excursion from when I leave the driveway to when I'm pulling up at the launch to I'm getting out at the island. I'm actually going to get there a day early before my buddies, so I'm going to have the island to myself for a night. So I'm going to film all this. I think I got enough GoPro batteries. I'm not sure. I've never done anything this extensive before. So we're going to find out. So you guys stay tuned for that. Hit subscribe, hit the bell so you'll know when these videos are coming out. Once I get back in town, I'm going to try to launch at least 1 or 2 a week until the excursion is complete. Guys, I have got this thing packed and ready to go. All I'm doing now is waiting on the day. Got about 48 hours till launch. You guys check me out on Instagram, check me out on Facebook. You can see my guided services at perditoblaine.com. All my rates are there. And we're really gonna get it out there this time, guys. See y'all later.